Okay, so I've been watching several different types of videos. I could give you a range of videos. It's whatever piques my interest. Of course, I've been reporting on the rapture, but I will say this. I've been also talking about something that doesn't come up on my video feed a lot is relationships, because we all are in some kind of relationship, whether it be a relationship with your mother, a relationship with your father, cousin, or significant other. So let's go there with the significant other, because that's the most popular one. Well, I wasn't too optimistic as some of the video that I was watching. I could link it below, but I was just not interested in it. But you can go to Helen Hart, I think is her name. She's really optimistic about getting people back together. I wasn't so optimistic. I've seen relationships crash and burn, sometimes never get back together. But I mean, I'm not a relationship coach. I just do these YouTube videos to report the changes in the sun, moon, and stars in the sky and wait for Jesus to come home, or come to get us. I mean, not come home, because this isn't his home. Okay, sorry about that. Scratch that. So let's talk about this relationship topic a little bit more. Some of you have known to the experience of being burned. And, when I watch these relationship videos, I told you about Coach Lee, how great he is when he's biblically based in his values, and he doesn't go on and talk about it, like, he doesn't announce it on the hills and mountains, but he is more biblically based. And a lot of people who don't shout it out in the mountains, that's the kind of people I like. They don't have to scream it on the mountains to get their point across. And there's also Stefan Speaks, and I'm going to put his link below. He or she could be the one, but remember, there are people that aren't the right one, okay? And we're going to talk about intuition. Your intuition isn't wrong. If you see those red flags and you say to yourself, that person doesn't look like they're the right one for me, you're probably right. And usually we ignore those red flags, because I know I have. And I'm here to say that there's a lot of people that say, oh, they wouldn't hurt me. Oh, they're too nice. So that's why I'm going to put Stefan Speaks video in the description box below. Because remember, God has one that is right for us. And we are nearing the end of this age. And some of us are probably going to ride this one out alone. Some of us might not. We don't know. We don't know the time or day when this age is over. But I have to tell you, we keep waiting and watching. And I keep thinking, hey, if somebody snatches me up last minute, hopefully it'll be just Jesus alone. But until then, we wait and watch and see for the return of the Lord. And watching this video gives me some encouragement, and it tells me a lot about my past, and I wanted to share real briefly my testimony. I came to the Lord at 9 years old. My dad had introduced me to the Lord, but then I got away from all of it until I was 16. I had a boyfriend that was a Christian, and he brought me to church. I hadn't been to church in years at that point, and he was a good Christian kid, well, kid, he was a man. And he taught me a lot about faith and just really, even now when I think about that relationship, that was the relationship that I passed up for a life of really sin that I did not know I was going to encounter. And I spent the rest of my life single, most of my life after that. I did get married at 36 years old, and I married an abuser, and I divorced him, and I've been single ever since. But since that time, I've been abstinent, and I have been through something recently, which is another story for another time. But my story is that I was abstinent for the remainder of since my divorce, and that was mostly important to me because I really wanted to walk it out just because of Jesus. And I continued to decide to do that, to be abstinent. And abstaining from relationships gives me peace of mind and also helps me to walk a deeper walk with the Lord. And I wanted to share that because I chose to do that for a reason. And I continue to choose to do that. So that's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed my spiel on relationships and my testimony. Thank you. God bless you.